Hey, how we doing? Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Play. And a few days ago, we saw that Blizzard announced with Overwatch 2 that they would no longer be fully committing to their PvE plan, which, keep in mind, was the whole reason for this game to exist. Overwatch 1 stopped having decent updates for about at least 2 years, maybe 3, in order to start working on Overwatch 2, which they promised, was going to be a big revamp, there was going to be a whole lot of new content, and the most important part, there was going to be a PvE, highly replayable story mode with talent trees for your characters, and that in itself would actually increase the replay value because of all the different characters in Overwatch and all the different abilities you could unlock. You could really play through this so many times. That was the big promise, and for the most part, people were pretty excited about that. Even people that weren't really into Overwatch a whole lot, such as myself, were kind of looking at that going, hey, that could be a lot of fun. Fast forward to today, and yeah, that is no longer the case. All in all, Overwatch 2 was nothing more than a monetization shop update that's also slinging battle passes on you. It's not looking good over there, and then after all, when they dropped that news that they were no longer fully committing to that, as you can imagine, the backlash was very, very, very strong. Even some of the big-time Overwatch streamers are saying, fuck Blizzard, fuck Overwatch, I'm done with this shit, this is just bullshit. Some people have said that they're done with the game, they're going to finish out the season, and then they're out, so it's not looking good. So they've had to clarify some of these things, and it's a whole lot of nothing, in all honesty. It's a whole lot of nothing, but please buy more battle passes, please buy more skins. So some of the more important takes on this thing is they talk about how they haven't fully scrapped the Overwatch PvE. They plan to do a significantly dialed back version of it, and they look forward to showing more details in the future. The problem with this is after dropping such a huge bomb that they weren't going with the original vision, to say that we're going to show more details later is just stupid. They really need to show something right fucking now. And they have to show something, and it has to be really good to calm down the fire. So that way people will look at it and go, okay, maybe this is still going to be good. But it's more of a, the silence speaks more than the words do in some cases. And this is the one. So on top of that as well, they talked about how originally at one stage they were considering transitioning Overwatch into an MMO. So we had a crawl, walk, run plan. Overwatch was the crawl. A dedicated version of a PvE was the walk, and the MMO was the run. It was built into the DNA of the team early on. Some of us considered the final game a true realization of the original version of Project Titan, which is, yeah, if you know your Overwatch story, that's all that. So they wanted to go with an MMO route, and then I think they just saw that, no, people were really digging the PvP, but people wanted PvE in this, and then they were going to go down to the MMO route, which just to me says that the whole thing was always planning to be a huge monetization, fucking scam at this stage. Just let's call it what it is. Look, I'm not going to go over this whole thing because, like I said, it's a whole lot of nothing. There still is going to be some PvE stuff. It's going to be significantly dialed back. The big stuff such as the hero talents, which we mentioned before, are no longer in the game. Some people are suggesting that it's possible that they could be reworked into some type of other mode down the road, which I highly doubt. Like Overwatch 2, honestly, it was just a monetization update. I think that this is going to go down as one of the biggest mishandled franchises of all time. Overwatch 1 at its peak was massive, absolutely massive, and to see it die out so they could work on Overwatch 2 and not have the promise of why this whole game exists, come on, this is going to be an all-time failure. But you tell me how you're feeling about this in the comments section down below, and be sure to subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Play and check out geeksandgamers.com, and I'll see you all in the next video.